out west. You look at the Spurs. Winding things down this season, they're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And, of course, there's the Warriors right behind them, just one spot down.
And, guys, for the Warriors, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And the good thing is that, once again, there's some excitement around this team. Their fans are starting to get back on board after watching such a tough season last year.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Green down low with Looney. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, you've got Jakob Poeltl. Murray out there with White. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Johnson in at the 4 spot.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal. Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
Curry against Murray. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A proof that you don't need a big vertical to finish these alley-oops. Perfect timing on that play by Draymond.
Pass to DeRozan. Pass to Poeltl. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poeltl. Here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Count that bucket. Curry's got 5.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Now Murray. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And DeRozan, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And here is Curry. He has 5. Looney passes to Wiggins. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Murray surveying the D. There's the triple. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%. And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
GA, let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Poole, the pass to Toscano. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the middle, here's Jang. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And there's the pass to Oubre. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Mills passes to Jang. Count that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's San Antonio. They lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
We've got Rudy Gay, and it's Mills in at the point. It's the San Antonio 5. And here's Mills for 3. A shot that time, not on target. So Golden State will take it the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Here's Eubanks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Eubanks grabs the miss. Spurs shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Green against Gay. Pass to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Curry's checked in for Golden State. Now here's Curry. He has 5. Shoots over Mills. And the Warriors miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. And Mills kicks to Gay. To the inside. Here's Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And Wiggins is subbed in for Damian Lee. Here's Murray following the basket by Stephen Curry. Murray outside. Passes it to Eubanks. Outside DeRozan. They grab their own miss. Here's Eubanks. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gorgie Dang comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Whiten for Walker. And the Warriors also making a change. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Curry is inside. He's got 7. Here's Toscano, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Murray against Curry. Murray with the bounce pass. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Jang. Murray finds Jang. Another shot. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Murray. Count it. Murray's got his second bucket.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The team is told they got themselves into in the open.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Oubre in at the 3.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Wiggins against White. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
DeRozan bounce pass. Murray against Wiggins. Murray, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Curry has it in the corner. And stolen by White. DeRozan with it. Now defended by Oubre. DeRozan against Oubre. No good with the layup. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Curry on the wing. Launches a three. Rebound by Murray.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Trying to end the drought. The shot comes out. Murray with the defensive effort.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And San Antonio has possession. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Walker. Good D by Lee. Warriors trail by 11. Poole the pass to Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 11.
Great concentration from Stephen Curry to be able to stay on balance after the bump.
And Mills kicks to Zhang. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. No good from Gay.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Floats it up for Curry.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's stolen. He's all alone. Here's Lee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. 4 seconds left. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs out in front, leading by 6. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Johnson. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Johnson kicks to Walker. Kicks it out to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
Walker's shot is off. Warriors trail by 8. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Toscano misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here's Murray. There's the pass to Purtle. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. And then Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. Curry against Murray. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to DeRozan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The 9th pick in 2009, DeRozan was part of a great draft class. Griffin, Harden, and Curry all included.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun memories.
Like historically good, right? When the power on that prudent.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher, DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Curry looking it over. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Murray against Green. Johnson inside. The shot's good. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
What you like about White, he plays with his head up, willing to share the wealth with his teammates.
Lobbed up there for Green. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. DeRozan finds Murray. DeRozan against Oubre. And DeRozan. Oh, hammering it in. point.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Looney.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Murray outside. DeRozan in the corner. To the paint. It's stolen by Green.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for San Antonio.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That'll be his second foul of the game. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Jones drives in, out left to the wing, and stolen by Bazemore.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Ball stolen, and here they come. Here's Mannion. The layup off target. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Some good moments throughout the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. That's a great look at our location tonight. The home. And David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker can...
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Let's take a look at the numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Pirtle is out there with Johnson. Then there's Derek White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Murray in at point. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Paul in at the 1. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
The drive by Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Ball against Murray. And there's the feed to DeRozan. He kicks it to Pirtle from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And stolen by White. Johnson dishes to DeRozan. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Booker against White. Down low. Now Ayton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. 6 to shoot. DeRozan trying to get open. Here's Crowder. Off on the layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Murray kicks to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. Shoots over Bridges. Wow, way off on that.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Count it, good.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Murray. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Murray surveying the D. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
Here's Paul. Following the score by DeJounte Murray.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And they pick up 2. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Pistons.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Now White, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. They get it again. Out to DeRozan. White, bounce pass. DeRozan against Paul. A second chance effort. And it's DeRozan missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Crowder dishes to Bridges. Back to Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now, you know this. Crowder is not afraid to get physical. This guy will draw contact and get to the foul line.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Mills, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Stolen by Walker. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Gorgie Dang. Mills out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. Floats it up for Šarić. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, the Šarić, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
Mills looking it over. Vassell, the pass.
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
Payne's shot is good. Mills with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Inside. That's good from Gay on the assist by Mills. Gay's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Yeah, this is the passion we talk about with Gorgie Dang. Takes the hit, puts it down right in the defender's face.
Floats it up for Šarić. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dang, the pass to Walker. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Eubanks. Shot clock at 5. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
looking around, and he lobs it up toward the rim. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Walker the pass to Bissell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And Booker kicks to Craig. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Booker against Murray. For San Antonio, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good, Murray.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
1:11 left in the second quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Suns trail by 8. Ayton, the pass to Craig, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Murray against Booker. Murray the pass to Eubanks. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's stolen by Johnson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Getting points on the go is one of the things that drives DeMar DeRozan's game. He's never going to miss an opportunity to get out and run.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And so it... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up. And that's a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. DeRozan finds Murray. Bridges against DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Well, Phoenix shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Booker the pass to Crowder. And stolen by White. Murray left side. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Crowder with the steal. Here's Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
So for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Carter in for Booker. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Paul finds Kaminsky. Paul rebounds San Antonio. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. DeRozan against Johnson. To the middle. Here's Mills. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Mills has got his 2nd basket.
Well, this is where DeMar DeRozan proves he is the real deal. Not only a skilled scorer, skilled at finding his teammates as well.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. Chang, he's checked in for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker comes in for White.
Well, there was a decades period of time where Chris Paul was simply stated the best point guard in the league. But let's make no mistake, this guy is successful off the basketball court as well. For such a long time, he has played a significant role in the Players Union, advocating for the players at large, and I have such admiration for it. They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now. Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. And taken away by Paul. Here's Carter. Drops in the breakaway layup. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
Now here's Mills to the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Suns a fast break. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
1:53 left in the 3rd. And Mills kicks to Gay. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. The pass to Chang. Lays it up off the glass. Chang's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Kaminsky. Over Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And Phoenix making a change here. Payne's checked in and placed out. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Torrey Craig comes in for Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carter. Here's Craig. And the Suns miss again.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Murray outside. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. Crowder is checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Devin Booker in for Langston Galloway. The Spurs also changing it up. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Gay. And Derek White subbed in for Lonnie Walker. Suns trail by 11. 35 seconds left to play in the third.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Back to DeRozan. And it's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Count that one. Ayton's got 8.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And that one, good.
Boy, an outpouring of offense, and the whole arsenal is on display for DeMar DeRozan right now.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs. Johnson is out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's White, and it's Eubanks in at the center position. Booker against White. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
Spurs leading by 7. And they double up DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the first one at the line is good.
Don't you have the sense that DeMar DeRozan feels like he can go toe-to-toe against anyone at the offensive end? He's like, bring your best defender, I'm up to the challenge.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. Payne dishes to Crowder. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Bridges misses. And San Antonio shooting impressively throughout at 62%. DeRozan against Ayton. A baseline J off the left rim and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
The Suns making a switch here. Hall's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Ayton. Rebound, San Antonio. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Talk about receding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. At one point, they led by 16. DeRozan passes to Murray. Back to DeRozan. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
One thing we know about DeMar DeRozan, this guy is a determined scorer. He's got those quick bursts. He can finish through contact. This is old hat for this guy.
So it's the Spurs now, 10-point lead. 1:46 left in the game. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Off with the layup. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his 4th foul of the contest. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Paul looking around for Murray. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Spurs leading by 10. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Out to the wing. Outside DeRozan. A 3-ball. Saric grabs the board. The Suns running out of time. Crowder goes in. And Crowder slams it in.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
59 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMar DeRozan.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
So how cool is it that Jakob Poeltl makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Mills. For 3. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. You take a look at the Suns. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Warriors just way behind.
And, guys, for the Warriors, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweigh the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Looney. Steph Curry's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Paul in at the point.
Well, Draymond doesn't just come down with the rebound. He goes right back up aggressively to score.
Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Wiggins tips it up, and there's Oubre putting it right back in.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
Paul goes in, up and in on the layup.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this, loves to attack the rim.
Passes it to Looney. Rebound by the Suns. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Here's Curry following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. He lobs it up. It's tipped. It's blocked.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length. Here's
Paul. Green with the block. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Wiggins passes to Looney. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hangs. Now the pass to Bridges. And Looney sends it back.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
Oubre against Ayton. Here's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the shot goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Curry can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Crowder slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Booker trying to free himself up. Payne's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Warriors trail by 8. Now here's Wiggins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That shot no good. Good D by Booker. And they're running. He dishes it to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ayton missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Curry deciding where to go with it. And the Warriors miss again. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production.
First and foremost, we just got to do.
Spoken like a future head coach, Greg.
And when it comes to closing, CP3 wants to leave nothing to chance.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Carter. And it's Galloway in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. It's stolen by Saric. Here's Johnson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really nice read from Saric that time to get the steal.
Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Toscano. Here's Poole. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Johnson. Good. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got his first bucket in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Lee with the steal. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Galloway, covered by Lee. Just 5 to shoot. All alone, and Lee with the stuff.
Looney with that constant effort on the defensive end. So solid.
And here's Carter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Chalk up 2 there. And the Suns lead by 8.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Poole, defended by Carter. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Daimler, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. There's Lee with the three. And Galloway pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 12-point Suns lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Poole the pass to Looney. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and crushes it.
Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to Washington.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Pocket two. Here's Galloway. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Galloway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Stolen by Carter. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What did you... And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now Paul setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Wiggins is out there with Curry. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Bridges against Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Paul for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Curry with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one misses, and Phoenix will come the other way. Crowder the pass to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Green against Paul. The feed now to Booker. And stolen by Wiggins. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Curry. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
Phoenix leading by 10. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it's Green with the jam.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's the dish to Ayton. Booker outside. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Warriors trail by 10. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph, he ends up moving the ball to get points.
Over to the wing. Paul dishes to Crowder. Booker the pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Shoots over Oubre. Gets the front of the rim and out.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Phoenix leading by 10. Outside Crowder. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's Curry with the rebound. Pass to Green. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's Paul penetrating, deflects the pass. Booker against Wiggins. Here's Ayton, and he makes that one. Ayton's got 10 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Paul against Curry. Bucket is good.
Well, the confidence that Steph has on the inside, once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defenders.
The kick out to Crowder. Three-pointer. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Curry.
Well, getting down the floor quickly, this is a huge part of the offensive attack that this team deploys, and Steph was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Warriors trail by 6. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Payne. Then it's Johnson. And it's Craig in at the 3.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Payne. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
Here's Toscano, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Toscano's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Floats it up for Saric. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Throws it up high. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Suns leading. Johnson in the corner. Toscano with the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Here's Poole. He's guarded by Johnson. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Sharch.
With that hard dribble, Sharich puts his head down and draws the foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Good on both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Poole. Passes to Toscano. It's stolen by Sharch. Johnson attacking. And he banks in the layup. And the Suns lead by 6.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Poole. On the wing, Green. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The pass to Poole. 4 on the clock. Over Payne. Poole, no good. Suns leading by 6. Here's Kaminsky. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Oubre outside. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Booker in the post. He's covered by Bazemore, and the basket by Kaminsky.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oubre, big time, stepping up, poised in that moment.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Bridges. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green up on top. Covered by Sharch. Green inside. Sharch is there. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. The drive by Booker. It's good.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Curry against Paul. Up top, Curry. Yes!
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that one drops for him.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Here's Curry with the 3. Sharch grabs the board. It's stolen by Curry. They break it out, 5 on 3. And Green slams it in.
Now this team trusts everybody, and this time the trust was in Draymond Green.
Good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
And I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now here's Booker. No good there.
Just hustling and making more effort plays right now. Looney
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. to 2K Sports. We have the and a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Johnson. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Green down low with Looney. Curry is out there with Wiggins, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are. You can win no matter where the venue.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Five on the clock. 11 feet away. Toscano controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from the tip down.
Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Here's Murray. The Warriors making the shot. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Johnson. It's White on the wing. Murray against Oubre. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Johnson outside. From deep. They get it back.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Curry following the score by DeJounte Murray. Curry passes to Looney. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
Murray with it. Looney on him. Here's Pirtle. The pass to DeRozan. Outside for Murray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Now here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. The shot by Looney, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Murray against Curry. Murray right side. DeRozan for 3. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Out to DeRozan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. They get Stephen Curry.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And stolen by Jang. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Down low. DeRozan's shot is off.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Toscano. He's covered by Gay. Great communication on the alley-oop. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Fires from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. Starting out his career, Derek White's been the beneficiary.
He's been big on me about just believing in myself.
And it seems like White continues to improve every season.
And, you know, whenever we rank coaches, we talk about systems, managing personalities, managing game situations. But player development is usually just as important.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Then there's Kent Bazley, and it's Poole in at the point guard.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Wizards in Washington. And that one's good. Green.
You want to fight? Draymond will fight. I mean, every loose ball, every rebound, and the activity of scoring the basketball.
Walker in the corner. Gay dishes to Walker. Spurs passing it around. Jang, no luck. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Spurs making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. The Warriors lead it. Here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Looney with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mills looking it over. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Well, Green is fantastic at leaping up for these alley-oops.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Inside, here's Gay, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Poole. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
So both teams making some changes here. Spurs trail by 3. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now Murray. He has 6. Gay outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Curry against Murray. Curry passes to Looney. Basket counts. Looney's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Vassell. It's intercepted. Pass to Curry. Basket good.
Using so many devices to get a shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Murray outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 7. Outside Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Oubre. Some solid defense from Johnson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the Warriors miss again. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Eubanks. That's tipped.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Outside for Curry. And stolen by Gay. Here's Murray. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to us. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Warriors leading by 3 on the floor for San Antonio. Murray out there with White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Johnson, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And stolen by Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Oubre. And DeRozan. Here we go. Oubre pulls it in. Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Green. Wiggins with the bounce pass. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Spurs trail by 3. Murray outside. Poeltl up top. Out to White for the tie. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 3. Curry with it. All guarded by Murray. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Wiggins. It's stolen by DeRozan. To the inside. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Spurs. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Johnson. And Walker subbed in for Murray. At the top of the key, Chang. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 3. They swipe it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
That's a feed the Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
And it's DeRozan at the elbow. And the pass to White. It's rebounded by Golden State.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Mills, he's checked in for Derek White. Here's Poole, covered by Mills. Poole, the pass to Toscano.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. At the top of the key, Chang. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's Poole. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bobbed up there for Green.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Bazemore. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Walker, following the score by Golden State. And Chang gets it to go.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Poole, covered by Mills. Here's Toscano, makes it off the glass. Toscano's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
On the wing, DeRozan. Shoots over Bazemore. They get the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Poole, covered by Mills. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Poole, the pass to Green. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the technical free throw is good. On defense, the Spurs, they trail by 7. 6 on the shot clock. With the putback, and Green is right there. 8 points for him.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's San Antonio now. The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top, up by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team.
Had a lot of great shots. You have them drop.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. 9-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. We've got Looney. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Curry. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Toscano in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Warriors leading by 8. Curry with it. Jacks up a 3. And it's White with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for them.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spurs making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. Spurs trail by 8. Murray surveying the D. Johnson up top. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
DeRozan with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. DeRozan bounce pass. Wide open look here for Murray. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. And the Warriors miss again.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Curry against Murray. And stolen by Murray. Now here's DeRozan. Defense right on him. It's Pirtle top of the key. Murray with it. Curry meets him. They get it back. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 4. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And the basket by Curry.
So pure. I mean, there are times when Curry puts it up and you just know it's going in.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Out to DeRozan. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 9 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
Outside Curry. Now here is Pirtle. Top DeRozan, covered by Oubre. And DeRozan throws it down.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Now here's Curry. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And DeRozan. Here we go. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he gets the bucket.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Johnson. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Curry. Bobbed up there for Green. Count it!
He's got the attitude for this kind of pressure. You know, Draymond loves the big moment.
So it's San Antonio now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Looney. San Antonio with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break to tie it up.
Outstanding initiative.
The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And it's the Warriors to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Steph Curry is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Oubre in at the 3. DeRozan finds Johnson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Down low, here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Warriors. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now, here's Curry. Passes it to Looney. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
Yeah, Looney really battles for this one. Releases the shot and wins a trip to the line.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clock at 4. Oubre against Walker. Off target at the rim. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And DeRozan kicks to Pirtle. Oubre against Murray. Outside DeRozan. The shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Right side Curry. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. Outside, Walker. And it's Looney with the rebound. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Curry. Got it!
Well, the game is on the line. Who would you rather go to than Steph Curry? Who?
Murray against Curry. DeRozan on the wing. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
Shot is good. But, oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And the officials do need to look at the replay. You know, the basket may count after all. We'll see. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors.
for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Paul in at the point. And for San Antonio, Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle, then it's White, and it's Murray in at the point. Out to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
Murray, good. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Back to Booker. Ball outside. Booker in the corner. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside DeRozan. Kicks to Pirtle. Johnson right side. Pass to DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
He gets that one. 6 points for Devin Booker.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Murray against Paul. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Pirtle. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Murray. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Johnson right side. Shoots over Crowder. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Booker in the corner. Inside. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
From deep. DeRozan's shot is off. Suns leading by 5. Good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Murray. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Pirtle finds Johnson. That one good for 2.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Paul with the ball. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Lobs it up for Crowder. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Murray against Booker. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the pass to Pirtle. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Paul. Here's Hayton. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Zhang is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Mills. And it's Walker in at the two-guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now Mills. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Gay is on the court for his scoring ability, and there's no better way to get points on the board than with the and one.
San Antonio making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Langston Galloway's checked in for Carter. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Kaminsky, and the rejection by Zhang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Zhang, given his size and wingspan.
Mills looking it over. Shoots. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Payne kicks to Johnson. Unable to get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Craig's checked in. Bounce pass Mills. Walker finds Mills. And Galloway pulls it down. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points, and it's in there. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now, here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Zhang against Saric. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Galloway taking his time here. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Spurs trail by 8. And a wide open look for Walker. Good on the triple. They're great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that. no doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Passes it to Jang. Here's Eubanks. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. Murray comes in for Patty Mills. To the paint. Murray with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Here's Eubanks. Kept alive. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Gay.
Boy, good instincts and timing on display there from Gay. Excellent anticipation.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Spurs have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Booker against DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
And it's Carter missing. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Even though he's been a 20-point scorer for almost a decade, it seems everyone wants more. And that's a wrap with the
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Murray kicks to Pirtle from deep three-point range. He doesn't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Ball left side. And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Paul passes to Ayton. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Murray against Paul, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Bridges with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Really a strong move that time to the hoop to force the defense's hand. Chris Paul knowing he was going to either get the bucket, the foul, or both.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. It's Torrey Craig in for Bridges. Back to White. Spurs passing it around. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ayton kicks to Paul. Back to Ayton. To the middle. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Johnson, the pass to White. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
A different look now for San Antonio. Chang, he's checked in for Purdy. And it's Mills in for Derek White. Sharch checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Paul. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Here's Chang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Mills passes to DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Suns. There's Galloway. From 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron. The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. DeRozan's shot is off. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 4.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Mills dishes to DeRozan. And stolen by Payne. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Floats it up for Sharch. That one no good. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs.
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Got a piece of it. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. And it's all evened up.
Straight, pure energy every night. That's what Mills is able to give you. And as a result, converting on the break, he plays at such a fast pace.
Payne looking around. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And the Spurs with some changes. Eubanks is checked in. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeMar DeRozan. Phoenix also making some changes. Crowder comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Carter in for Langston Galloway.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. That'll get a thumbs up from the coach.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. The Spurs shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Kicks it out to Gay. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Bridges. No good, unable to end this run. Walker with room to shoot. The offensive rebound. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's San Antonio. They're up by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. You've got Jakob Poeltl. Johnson is out there with Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
It's stolen by Carter, and here we go. Carter heading to the hoop, and there it is for him.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Murray against Paul. Murray the pass to Poeltl, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Carter, and he makes good on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Murray the pass to Poeltl, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Spurs with possession here. Pass to Johnson. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker's checked in. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. Crowder with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead. That instant response. Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket.
I think the stakes just got raised a little bit.
Paul with the buckets.
And we know Paul's not the biggest guy in the league, far from it, but that does not stop him from finding ways to score inside.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. No good from Booker. Spurs trail by 3. Crowder with the steal. Paul looking over the floor. Booker in the corner. Kicks it out to Paul. All alone. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A big bucket at a critical time. Chris Paul not going to leave it up to anybody else. He wanted that shot.
Murray against Paul. Murray the pass to DeRozan. Back to Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Bridges leading the charge. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Murray outside. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from DeRozan.
Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
The shot by Paul, no good.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And DeRozan, here we go.
DeRozan always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Booker against White. The drive by Booker. Count it!
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Murray against Crowder. Murray kicks to DeRozan. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots.
Here's Booker. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
That's his second personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And here is Murray. Here's Pirtle. But he stays with it. Off the mark. So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know.
let's leave the mysteries behind with new Idol Series 2 packs. Headlined by Dark Matter Mello, Dark Matter Chris Bosh, and Galaxy Opal Darren Williams. For my lineup, that means starter, starter, and yep, you guessed it, another starter. The mysteries will continue to come in my team.
And that's Coit Tower. First time. Let's see some of the numbers here for DeAndre Ayton.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard. For the Warriors, Green down low with Looney. Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Oubre in at the small forward.
You know, oftentimes we talk so much in terms of Steph's scoring ability, but I tell you what, he's one heck of a floor general as well.
Greg, he probably doesn't get enough credit for how he controls the pace, his ability to orchestrate the offense. He can create for himself, certainly, but don't sleep on his ability to create for his teammates.
Here's Curry following the basket by Chris Paul.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Oubre with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Puts it up from 15. Tipped away.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Booker outside. Lobs it up for Crowder. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Curry. From the arc. Offensive rebound. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Crowder. Green with the block.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
Clock is at 3. Bridges shot. Good. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of a season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments. There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Curry. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now Bridges after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Booker at the elbow. Back to Paul. Wiggins with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 1. 6 to shoot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Paul passes to Booker. Wiggins with the block. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry deciding where to go with it. Good on the shot.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Paul outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 8 points. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs, trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Carter out there with Payne. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Saric in at the center position. Johnson, the pass to Saric, and they take the lead. Saric has got the lead up to 1 now for Phoenix.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. It's stolen by Saric. And now the fast break, Kaminsky with the ball. Banked in off the glass.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Carter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Poole.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He gets it in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Warriors shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Poole. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Here's Toscano. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Curry. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, the confidence that Steph Curry has, regardless of where he is on the floor, yes, sir, I can score inside too, sir.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Washington.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Shot clock at 5. Curry. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Floats it up for Saric.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Offensive rebound. And Crane is right there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The pass to Galloway. Inside. Here's Saric. Great D that time from Green.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And Curry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Saric. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, and that's just smart basketball. Galloway has got a solid build, so why not seek out the contact and get yourself to the free throw line? That's perfect.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Wiggins is subbed in for Damian Lee. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Booker in for Payne. Here's Ayton. Green with the block. Here's Toscano. Defended by Bridges. Lobbed up there for Green. Crowder with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end. And that'll.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Curry. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
That one misses. Warriors trail by 4.
And Doris, when you look back at this Warriors team's draft record, Looney proving to be one of their big success stories.
Yes, yet another great pick by an incredible organization. Back in 2015, Looney was the last pick in the first round. He dropped that far because of hip concerns, but once that healed up, this guy became a key component during 2 of their title runs.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Oubre off the drive.
Kelly Oubre Jr. puts it on the deck and leaves no doubt.
And here is Paul. 8 points for him. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Outside Curry. Down low, Green. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Booker.
Look, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Curry against Paul. 3-pointer. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Curry.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Good on the bucket. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Curry from deep 3-point land. Bridges with the board. Suns leading by 5. He dishes it to Paul. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Curry, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 14.
Steph Curry just rolling right now. We've seen many big nights from this guy. You might have to add another one.
Here's Booker, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Wiggins with it. Bridges covering. The tray. And Steph Curry gets the 3. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the 2nd half. Booker dishes to Crowder. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry against Paul. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Up again.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
It's good. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Curry passes to Green. The shot will not fall, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Bridges finds Ayton. Back to Bridges. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Suns lead by 4.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bobbed up there for Green, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, this is why you can't lose sight of Draymond Green. He's excellent at finishing off these backdoor cuts and passes for the dunk.
Paul kicks to Bridges. There's the lob to the hoop.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Curry. 17 points in the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Here's Poole. Off the inbound, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Johnson is out there with Sharge. Then there's Carter. Then it's Payne, and it's Craig in at the 3 spot. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Floats it up for Šarić. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, if you're Šarić, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
Curry with it. He lobs it up. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Payne passes to Johnson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Curry at the elbow to take the lead. Looney. It's good on the putback. Looney's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Payne dishes to Šarić. Warriors with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
There's the feed to Lee. Pass to Curry. The 3. And the Warriors get it back. Yep, it counts. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Kaminsky is checked in for Torrey Craig. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carter. To the paint. It's deflected. Kaminsky kicks to Payne. To halt the run. Oh, that's blocked.
That's unparalleled defensive focus from Kelly Oubre. He's all over his man and just suffocates that shot.
Curry with the bounce pass. Count it. Looney's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Payne passes to Johnson. He kicks to Galloway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Guard is an apt description for Galloway. He just stampeded his way right through the defense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Kent Bazemore. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Steph Curry.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Free throw, good, Booker. Warriors leading by 5. Now here's Curry. Here's Looney. All by himself. Money!
DeAndre Nice delivery.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Oh, no one around him. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And it's Green missing. On offense, here are the Suns. Paul kicks to Bridges. To tie it up. Off target from downtown. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.